I have 5 great games that you're going to want to try out now on the Delta Game Emulator. There are huge libraries out there of retro games from when these older consoles were around, but what you might not know is that there are still developers out there making and crafting these amazing games for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Today I want to look at my top 5 new Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games that I'm excited about, so hopefully you can discover and expand your own libraries and play something brand new with a retro feel. So in no particular order, we're going to start with... This is Dedius, created by artist and developer Isma. When I first played this, I got very heavy Pokemon vibes right off the bat. You got the same house layout, you have a friend that lives next door, and even the music seems to have a nod to the sweet, cuddly, wholesome franchise. But don't be lured into a false sense of security, because Professor Oak won't save you from this nightmare.
What the hell is even that?
With Dedius, you're stepping into the realm of retro horror, and if you're like me, who's someone that very much shies away from most horror media, then this might just chill you to the core, which is surprising because it was made for a Game Boy. You follow the journey of a small boy plagued by a prophetic nightmare. With the clock ticking and doom looming, he must unravel the mystery of his village to uncover the truth and prevent a tragic fate. The game has 11 possible endings and no clear path forward, meaning what you decide to do shapes the outcome of the story. Dedius is a pleasure to play through, even if it is freaky, and has a play time of around 2 hours. But there's replayability if you want to dive back in and try out a different ending. This soundtrack created by Stuart Bisbee is fantastic and makes for a haunting and chilling audio experience that heightens the sense of dread as you move through the game world. So I'd recommend headphones if you want to be fully immersed. Dedius is already a must-play for retro enthusiasts, but if you're a horror fan or even someone like me who enjoys a good story, I highly recommend trying this out. Now, this game is free over on itch.io. However, if you want to help out the developer and can spare some change, you'll be able to name your own price and donate what your wallet can afford. Also, if you like the game and you have a Game Boy, Isma sells a physical copy over on the Incube 8 Games website. At the time of this video, it is sold out, but you can always jump on the mailing list and get notified when stock's available. From the vision of Rick Nicole and Jeremy Clark comes Good Boy Galaxy, a platformer that is positively charming. Get it? 'Cause dogs have paws? Anyway. You'll play as Maxwell, a daring pup explorer on a mission to save his endangered homeworld. With time running out, Maxwell takes a leap into the unknown, hyper-jumping to a perilous, uncharted system. As you guide Maxwell through stages teeming with challenges and formidable enemies, every blast brings him closer to saving his new friends and returning home. Every level and stage is bursting with its own vibrant charm. Your journey through the bustling game world hinges on the ability to use your jetpack, blaster, and shield. However, each time you pass through an energy field, one ability is taken away, challenging you to think differently about conquering a new or old location in a unique way. This game is a ton of fun, so if you're looking for a fresh new platformer, or even if you're new to the genre, you might have just found a diamond in the rough.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, no more puns, I promise. Now, Good Boy Galaxy is the only game on this list that isn't free, but please don't let that stop you. It is well worth your time and can be purchased for $20 US on the Good Boy Galaxy website. Or you can download a free demo, which is its own separate level, and that's on their website as well. If you're enjoying the content so far, please like the video. It lets YouTube know we're doing a good job and helps us out a ton. We do weekly videos here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe as well for even more great content. Next up is Dangan GB, made by developer Snorpung. This was originally released in 2018 as a tribute to celebrate 30 years of Game Boy, and for me is just a gem to have on an emulator. With Dangan GB, you'll blast your way through pixelated chaos in a hectic retro showdown. This is a self-described boss rush bullet hell shoot 'em up that is definitely a little frustrating at times in the best possible way, only because it gets bloody hard to dodge those attacks. In later stages, you've really got to practice some precision in bullet patterns because you will be weaving through a relentless onslaught of bullets, and to defeat each boss you'll need to hit them square, get it? In their weak spot if you want any hope of destroying these dreadnoughts. You can change the difficulty and player speed if you're like me and need a little extra help, or I guess just leave it if you're a madman and enjoy death by bullets. This ROM delivers a heavy dose of nostalgic adrenaline with its short yet intense gameplay experience, making it perfect to just pick up if you're on a quick commute shoot or just have some time to kill. Though I would probably recommend a controller for those finer movements. I also don't want to forget to mention the awesome accompanying music and sound effects by Nordloaf, which absolutely adds a sick vibe to the whole gameplay experience. Even if I did die a lot of times, it was a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you. You can download Dangan GB free from itch.io. Sam Mullard, The Case of the Missing Swan is another game on our list crafted by talented developer Snorpung. This time around we step into the shoes of a seasoned detective and embark on a captivating point-and-click inspired mystery. Oh, and did I mention the main character is a duck?
As midnight strikes, a knock on the door signals the beginning of a fateful case. Mr. Swan, a desperate man, seeks your help in finding his wife. With the police turning a blind eye, it's up to you to unravel the truth before dawn breaks.
Well, I think I turned into Richard Nixon at the end there, but that was my 1950s detective impression. In the world of Sam Mullard, you'll piece together clues and uncover secrets hidden in the shadows while exploring 15 unique locations. From dimly lit alleyways to shady bars, it's not hard to see Snorpung has worked hard crafting each and every location to fit the theme, style, and story. Nordloop has once again composed a vibey 8-bit soundtrack that really helped immerse me in the moody atmosphere of film noir while I was unraveling the case. Pre-warning, this game may be a little shorter than you're used to, but if you've been on the case, for a pick up and play game with a great story, well, you might have just cracked this one wide open. You can find this ROM like most of the others on itch.io where you can download it for free. Let us know what you think of these games so far in the comments, or if you have a favorite game you're playing on Delta, share it down below too. We'd love to hear it. Pokemon Crown is a little different to the other games on this list, and that's because it's what's known as a ROM hack. Now, a ROM hack, for those of you who don't know, is made by modifying an already existing game. It's done by taking the code, graphics, characters, everything inside the game file and altering it or replacing it to create something new. And that's exactly what Pokemon Crown is. The game is formed from Pokemon Fire Red, but don't be thinking that means you'll embark on the same old Pokemon journey. Ooh, no. Pokemon Crown is set in the magical Gelder region, where after receiving a foreboding prophecy, the king establishes the Crown League. As Gelder opens its borders, new trainers arrive on its shores, including you. The game has a cool medieval pixel style and leaves turn-based combat behind in favor of a new open-action combat style, which allows you to gang up on Pokemon with a full party of 9. You can still catch Pokemon, but in a fresh new way, where you just kinda beat the shit out of them. Well, I guess that's not too different from current Pokemon. You can also pick up quests, and there are a bunch of new and returning items as well. This is a different take on Pokemon to what you're used to, and you can tell that the team have put a lot of love and time into this. In fact, they're still putting work into it. Currently, Pokemon Crown is still being developed, but that shouldn't stop you because what they have already is a ton of fun. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe for more weekly content. Thanks for watching through. I hope you've picked up a game or two here, but also if you have a favorite game I've missed for Delta, then leave a comment and let us know what it is.